Turk of the
Turk of the week. He's 57 years old, our Turk of the week. Steelers quarterback Charlie Batch. The Steelers were a 7-point underdog in Baltimore. They had lost, obviously, with Byron Leftwich, who broke his ribs a couple of weeks ago in the game at home against the Ravens.
Roethlisberger misses his 3rd straight game.
It just does not. He looked horrible last week in losing to the Browns. They turned the ball over
8 times. 5 interceptions, right?
Yeah,
or was it 5 fumbles?
5 fumbles. But
5
he was
fumbles,
terrible.
3 interceptions.
He was terrible. And all of a sudden, in the second half, he looks fantastic. He throws for over 250 yards. By the way, he would have thrown for over 300, or would have thrown for another touchdown if Emmanuel Sanders hadn't fumbled himself on what looked to be was going to be a 75-yard touchdown, a beautifully thrown ball right in the middle of the field. But forget all that. It's just great to see Charlie Batch do well. I made fun of him on Twitter. I feel horrible about that now. After the game, Charlie Batch hugs Ben Roethlisberger and is clearly crying in Ben Roethlisberger's shoulder. Like they held each other.
I didn't see that.
They held each other, look it up, you'll find, they held each other for 40 seconds. It was incredibly tender. But it looked like, and there was such joy and relief from Charlie Batch. I want him to retire. Like I want him, like go out like this. Because this was a guy who was maligned when he was a starter in Detroit.
Yeah.
And maligned as a backup for the Steelers, now the number 3 guy for the Steelers. If you love sports, you loved what Charlie Batch did yesterday in leading the Steelers.
67-yard drive at the end to win it.
A 23-20 win in Baltimore, who seems like the worst 9-3 team in history, that they couldn't put the Steelers away up 13-3 with Charlie Batch at quarterback. But I love Mike Tomlin, one of the great coaches in sports, and to see Batch succeed like this is incredibly comforting, and it's great. He's an easy call for Turk of the Week. Look up that video online and see the tender holding of Ben Roethlisberger and Charlie Batch. It's really great. It makes you feel good about sports. It was a great moment. All right. Thank you, everybody. UCLA's basketball announcer, Chris Roberts, he does football too. He's horrible. I'm listening to the UCLA-Kansas game on the radio. Tracy Murray was playing for the Bruins. Tracy Murray, deep jumper, good, 28 feet, Tracy Murray, three-pointer, UCLA. So the first thing I hear, and it's clearly second half. Game started an hour and a half ago. So I'm like, this is thrilling. I swear to God. And then he says,
oh no,
83-54 Kansas.